So, Vivek, when you joined 9 Para SF, the one thing which I came to know is that the most difficult thing which you found, rather than fighting the anti-national elements or terrorists or militant, that was that writing or translating the English news in the Hindi news, sitting in the bunker or some hideout. You may like to share that incident. Means it's a very means I was really very inspired by knowing this thing that soldier is fearful of doing this menial thing because he is supposed to do something which is supposed to do.
So probation kya hai? So probation tests you, in 3 spaces. It tests your heart, or rather, if you want, test your spirit, and then test your mind and test your body. So these 3 things are there. And body testing में क्या होता है sir? You get used to things, है ना sir? आपकी physically, if you are generally fit and all, then your body will adjust. And probation is conducted very, very scientifically. ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले दिन आके बर्बाद कर देंगे, आपको बॉडी खराब कर देंगे and all that. ऐसा नहीं है. Probation is a very scientifically conducted, very, very meticulously conducted affair. And in fact, it is one of the most important processes of a special forces unit. है ना सर? एक तो आपके operations हो गए और आपका selection हो गया. In fact, if you ask me, a selection process for an SF battalion is the most important function of a SF unit. It is even more important than the operation itself.
Certainly.
हाँ जी सर. तो so physically, psychologically, and spiritually you are tested, sir. And physically तो क्या होता है, after some time आपकी body ढल जाती है. So you can keep taking over extended periods of time, and थोड़ा spirit है तो चलता रहेगा सर. कहानी हंसते रहोगे, चलता रहेगा.
Yeah.
तो mind में क्या होता है सर? Mind is a fragile thing if it is not under control. So, or if it is not realized, an unrealized mind can have a very, very tough time.
I agree.
तो छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम भी हो सकती है, पर वो दिमाग में बहुत बड़ी बन सकती है. So those kind of things. And so for me everything else was fine sir, physicals वगैरह ये वो, but ये जहाँ लिखाई पढ़ाई का काम शुरू हो जाता था तो वहां पे I used to get a little bogged down. करता था मैं सब कुछ. It is not that I've always been somehow my parents brought me up in such a way where I learned how to express myself clearly. तो चाहे वो लिखना हो, चाहे बोलना हो, चाहे पढ़ना हो. And my parents brought me up with exposure to a wide range of classics. And बहुत पढ़ा सर मैंने बचपन में. So in the sense, I read a lot of wonderful things from around the world. So generally I had idea of how to express, and everything was great. But I found these kind of tasks a little time consuming and very boring, sir.
And this was during the training, Vivek, or in the normal course also?
नहीं सर, सिर्फ नॉर्मल कोर्स में तो चलता है सर. नॉर्मल कोर्स में फिर काम की चीजें होती हैं, लाइक, बट इन ट्रेनिंग you are basically mentally broken down. तो you're physically broken down, you're mentally broken down. आपकी spirit test होती है. तो to break somebody down mentally, आप physically उसको बिल्कुल थका वका दो और फिर उसको ऐसा काम दे दो जिसमें उसको दिमाग लगाना जरूरी है ना सर? तो तब वो जब वो दिमाग लगाना, when you are so tired physically, you are sleepy, you are hungry, and everything is going on, and in top of that you have to write book reviews, and you have to write so many things, and रात भर आपको जग के लिखना है, और कल सुबह आपको जो आपके साथ जवान आ रखे हैं प्रोबेशन करने के लिए, उन लोग के साथ compete करना है.